Are you ready? Are you ready, Blake? We're ready. Are you ready? Oh,
Yeah,
Blake's ready.
I can't hold this smile forever, you know?
Right, go. It's time to stare this sport of ours in the eyes and ask it honestly, can you even ride in the snow?
But we're going to be doing all the usual good stuff. And are you going to be tasting a spring onion, a strawberry, or a chili later on? You'll have to tune in and find out.
What? So the question this week is, can you even mountain bike in snow?
Well, we all know that the answer is, of course, going to be yes, but it got us thinking about stories of us mountain biking in snow.
Absolutely. Now, in 1997, way back, I had an experience riding in snow where I found it incredibly hard. I don't know what your experience of riding in snow is.
I guess my experiences are pretty similar. I've done the Mountain of Hell and also the Mega Avalanche.
Tough
So you start up on a glacier, there's 600 people around you, the gun goes, and everyone starts, and it's like just chaos basically. You race down the hill until you get to the normal dirt. It's fun though.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
so
fun.
lots of people and snow. Now we spotted this video from Fabio Wibner, who did really well in our world's best mountain biker poll recently, and he's put this video out of him riding in snow, and clearly,
riding, racing, and trying to backflip too. So clearly you can ride in the snow. But let's check out Fabio's video.
that is a sick video. Fabio is producing some wicked stuff at the moment.
And I tell you what, total respect to him as well, because you actually see at one point in the video, the back wheel just comes up and slaps him in the thigh. And those spikes in the tyre, well, they dig in, cut him up. And even a little while after the event, he said he was still hurting.
Oh, and it just goes to show that you do have to make some preparations for riding in snow, like those spikes on the tyres. And what about fat bikes? I mean, they're amazing in the snow. I mean, it's a big part of the industry now. They've got their own world championships over in Crested Butte. I mean, take a look at this. It looks so much fun. Yeah, I think it looks awesome. It's so serene out in the snow. I mean, Neil loves fat bikes. I mean, I'm starting to think I could really...
Anyway, enough. I think it's time that we talk about the Shape, Ride, Shoot guys, because they have made an absolute banging edit. They're riding this trail. I think they've done it a few times before, but they're riding it in the snow. They've got a gimbal on. One is following the other, so it's Anton and Gaeton. They're riding it together so fast, coming down this gully. And you know, the snow is almost like loam. They hit the turn and the snow just flicks up, and it just looks so much fun.
Yeah, and I mean, they're really demonstrating that yes, you really can mountain bike in the snow, and you can do it fast.
And with a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That is the key.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's time to find out all about what's been happening in mountain biking from Scotty Loughland.
What I want to talk about mine is the fact that Rossignol Sports have bought felt bicycles.
Spending some cash.
Now this is cool. We were just talking about mountain biking in the snow. They're a snow brand. They develop skis, they sell skis, but now they're getting into bicycles. And I think this can only mean one really good thing for mountain biking, right? You know, all these resorts, these brands are wanting to develop and invest into mountain biking, really seeing that it's a summer sport. You can do it, of course, all year round, depending where you might live, but it is really a summer sport for those resorts.
Yeah.
And for them to invest and develop into that brand, we're getting bigger.
Absolutely, love it. What else is happening, Scotty?
Well, there's been some team changes happening again. So the Intense Factory Racing team have actually announced their new team. They're going back to their roots. They've got Troy Lee Designs on board, and they've signed young ripper Charlie Harrison. Now, cool. Charlie last year had some fantastic results at World Cup level, but he had absolutely no support. I think he had some top 20s at World Cups and World Championships. So he's a pinner.
Yeah, one to watch for sure.
And with that support, you can only ask, what is he going to do?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. And of course, racing news. Neil Donoghue, the Don, he's out in Chile, ready for the Andes Pacifico. Getting ready to race. What do you think?
Yeah, we've seen some footage of him already out riding. He's obviously having a blast. I've seen he's having a few piscos. Yeah, he's definitely getting in on the fun times out there. But you know what? Neil's a class act when it comes to racing, and those guys might get a surprise. He's ready. Have you got any predictions for Neil?
I haven't got a prediction, but what I can say from this video, you can tell that Neil is feeling good.
I feel good. What better way to blow out the 14-hour flight than to climb 731 metres. It feels good. Look at that view.
Good luck, Neil. I'm expecting big things from him. He could do well. Right, let's have a look at what's been happening on the channel this week through your comments.
Okay, so the first ones are from dirtshed100, and it's from Lubenham, and he's saying, Blake gonna get revenge for the cake, onion, and pedaling. Yeah. Jimmy Jarker says, for the green screen shots, I think you should get a box for Blake to stand on. I agree. Yeah. Shorty.
On the how to ride off camber video, Scott, you're in a bit of trouble here. Lorenzo MTB channel, Scott's dab at the end was priceless. Countered by Yorkshire Skating saying that dab was horrendous.
Can you dab?
I think we need to do a how-to video for Scotty. Welcome to my how to dab video, the essential guide to making that super slick dance trick happen. Okay, first step to how to dab. What you've got to do is throw your arm right out straight. You want a really nice sharp end on that arm. Throw it out, let this one follow, let it come in, energy, out, energy, dab. I think you need that. And you're not out of the woods yet. Yeah. How to wheelie longer video, Crazy Kid Game 66. Of course Scott is doing a wheelie video.
Pedaling, obviously.
Offend It on a Farm said, I think we all knew Scott could wheelie. Because we all know he can't manual.
Well, I can actually, Martin. I don't think that you're not out of the woods though, because you're in a bit of trouble.
Oh yeah.
The Dirtshed live that we did the other night for the bike vault.
Yeah.
You really weren't nice to cats.
No, I implied that if you're a cat owner, lover, you weren't a mountain biker. And I apologise, I've actually got a cat myself.
I've got two.
I was joking.
But we've got this amazing picture from Amy. And this is with her dog watching. And I believe that you've got one with a cat.
Yeah, well, Tiago, just to balance things up and show that there is cat love in the Dirtshed, he sent us this in of his cat enjoying our live action. Right, on to this week's progressions. Mark Savarich has sent us this from the Philippines. He's been doing some whips. He's been taking your advice on your videos. It's looking really, really good, actually.
I'm excited for it.
He's putting a lot of work in, but he really wants to try and get it bigger if he can.
Getting better and better.
It just needs to go bigger.
Yeah.
It's a great video, Mark. It's coming on. There's progression there.
Right, the next one, this is really cool, Mark. It's been sent in by Robert Dickinson, and it's his son, Elliot, starting mountain biking at 4 years old. He's now 7, and it's kind of like a transition, just really showing off that progression. Yeah. So let's have a look, shall we? Oh, and he's even coming up for a ramp. That's sick. Yeah, so he's nailed it first time. He looks stoked, actually.
He does, look. A little bit bigger.
Yeah.
It's going a bit faster.
Yeah, get a bit more airtime.
So good, this video. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, what? That's sick.
Oh, man, it was amazing.
And then,
it's much bigger now. It's
that's way bigger.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice. He's got himself a new bike.
Check this out, look. Right. Now he's a mountain biker. Look at this.
No way. He's got a proper bike and everything.
Oh, this is too good.
Sick.
Elliot, you are railing them berms. Look at this, off down the trails.
Yes. Tell you what,
that's what it's all about, isn't it?
That is the best progression session I think I've ever seen. That is just pure stoke right
Progression session defining video, that one. Right, starting out this week, it's Kevin Conahan who's got this rather interesting hacksaw action on this bodge. Have you ever done this, Scott? He's basically couldn't fit his dropper post on with all his gadgets on his handlebars, so he's just cut the dials off.
I've done something similar, and it is a great bodge because it is a bit of a fiddle sometimes. You know, you've got all these things in your handlebars, but you don't have enough space.
And Kevin's right, who's really reading those things to see what gears they're in? I've never really done that.
Exactly, no,
it's rare. It's rare that you do. So, you know, good bodge.
Good bodge. I'll give it bodge approval.
Good bodge. So, I think that's it for Scott.
Oh, I've got two.
Boy.
And I brought teas.
Wow.
Well, you got coffee because you always have coffee.
Lovely, lovely.
You want tea?
Thank you. I'll be the judge of just how good this is.
Right, I've got one here.
A hack and a bodge.
You can have that one there, Scott.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going for Scurvy Dog. Look at this. I think this is a hack. This is 2 toothbrushes duct taped together, and that looks like a perfect instrument for cleaning your chain.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Was tea stain extra was it on that one?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Don't.
Nice hack. That
what
one.
about
is a
this?
good one.
What about this one though, from Alistair Thornton? Now, he's obviously having spaghetti trail side or his noodles, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And this, his mountain bike utensil.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You know what? That's real mountain biking. That is.
I think that's a hack.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
he
not
left.
a hack,
He left his fork at her
I hope they tasted nice, Alistair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope you cleaned that tool before you
work.
used it.
There we go, another one.
Wow, that went through the roof.
I think that's broken.
Okay, so the first caption that I've got, it's from Richard Fan, and he says, I guess that's a Gwyn situation.
Oh, that's a good
Get
one.
it?
That
Good
is
one.
good.
Yeah.
good.
Ivan Markovic is saying when Martin caught up to Gwyn and asked him for a selfie shot. Wait, that's just what happened.
No,
that's what.
He's implying that because you won the Fort William World Cup, you caught up to him, you got the selfie.
Who? I
You were
caught
on
Gwyn
down.
because not many people catch Gwyn. I get it. That's good. Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
get it, yeah.
I've got the winner that won this bottle, and it goes to the 0829198552. Gwyn's new hobby, ventriloquism. Is that right? Should we say it again?
Say again.
Ventriloquism. You've won this bottle.
Ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism. Ventriloquism.
The way you say quism sounds sexy. So to this week's photo for the caption, we want to hear what you want to say about this photo of Blake and Scotty.
And next week, you could be the lucky winner of a water bottle.
That one.
This is the part of the show where you can send your movie clips that you've made at home into us and we can make you a viewer edit star.
It's my favourite
So
bit.
let's start with a great example. Chris Rovin has sent us this. Now boys, you're gonna have to hold on through this one because it's a bit weird,
Okay.
but it's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. You see Chris getting ready here, bit of a
Why is he?
bit of strobing, bit of drinking water.
I guess he was thirsty.
He's getting out on his bike. I mean, it's a nice
I know,
Cannondale
so-
of Lefty. It's nice
So
bit of
far,
riding.
if there's one thing that I've learned from this video,
Yeah.
is Chris likes himself.
Yeah, well, I think this might be Sullivan and Chris is filming. I'm not sure. It might be a camera test, but it's a very.
I think he's getting.
We're off onto some
Okay,
trails.
onto the trails. This is
skidding.
getting better, yeah.
I mean, it starts getting a little bit weird now, though. He pulls up
Right,
and
he's
the
trying his
glasses go off
gloves.
and.
What?
Wait, it's
dude,
not.
why is
Wait a second,
Why is
it's
he
not as
getting
bad
naked?
because now he's on a swing.
What?
Well, I'm glad his shirt is on.
Look at
for
this, he's
That is-
styling
no.
off on a
He-
swing. That
But why is his top? I'm glad he did his top
I-
back
can I
on
just-
that swing.
Can I just stop you guys here because I think that we should go in and have a look at real viewer edit.
I think we should. That was a good one, though, Chris. I enjoyed it. I
I
enjoyed
don't
it.
know.
Cannonball.
Martin, if you enjoyed it, this one is
Fine.
from Greg Hewitt. Okay, so he's riding in Cannock. And let's just take a look.
Oh,
So
nice.
this is-
Greg
Oh,
Cam.
this is better.
Greg Cam. Oh, this is
Yeah.
a bit of trail
Yeah,
riding.
you guys come over
Look
here
at
and
that.
let's
Yeah,
actually have a
I
look.
like that.
Hey.
It's a good trail.
Okay, let's have a look and see what
Oh.
Alice is doing. So then it starts to split off between different people's helmet cam, shows
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
angles.
Big
This is
jumps.
riding.
Oh, yes.
that.
This.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
wall ride fail.
D-cam
Oh.
doesn't make it round.
Oh,
He went
on
in
the
Greg's
wall.
too
through.
straight.
Yeah,
hey.
Greg's
Yeah.
fine though. Greg is good.
That is a good
That's a
video.
brilliant
It's a
edit.
great viewer edit. It's a great example. I think we had the each end of the scale there. We had Chris's rather out there
extreme.
video.
Bad.
I liked it.
Yeah.
And we've got Greg's video, which is
Good.
great riding.
That looks like
Great
a
riding.
good weekend.
Now, if you want to be a movie star in this part of the show, and why wouldn't you want to be?
Yeah, of course.
Send in your videos to dirtshed@gmbn.com and we'll take a look and we'll put you up here. You'll get millions of views. Great job. Brilliant.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the Shimano No Single Truth, and this is an app for your computer. So if you go onto their home screen, the link will be in the description down below. You can actually go onto the thing. So let's have a look. Okay, what kind of mountain bike rider am I? I'm going to say, out of the options, Enduro rider. Click on Enduro rider, it loads, and then what kind of mountain bike do you ride? 27.5 full suspension. What is your fitness level? I'm going to say good fitness. Do you always ride the same terrain? I'm going to say always changing. What kind of trails? It would be downhill focused, but I also ride up and down, so I guess both of them. What's the average length of your ride? Oh, average, I'm going to say 15 to 45. And then what is your top speed? Generally, it's greater than 45. Interestingly, it's configured that I should be a double rider. Not really fully convinced, I've got to say, on that one. If you look at SRAM and then you look at Shimano, well, one has done a U-ology for the front mech, the other is pushing the front mech. So there's obviously a bit of a fight going on for who really owns that drivetrain market. Personally, I've always been a one-by rider, all my race bikes are, and even today, I don't think I've got a two-by system. So I'm going to stick with my one buy, but it's a very interesting app and quite a clever way that Shimano have done. Something that I spotted this week on Instagram stories on Bryn Atkinson's page, in fact, was the fact that he's got a brand new Norco Bicycles downhill bike. This is something that we've seen them developing over the past couple of months. We've seen Sam Blenkinsop already on it, and with World Cup riders like Joe and Sam himself, we can definitely expect to see that at the World Cup races in 2017. One bike that has really caught my attention this week has got to be the fact that Intense launched the new Tracer. Now this is their trail bike. It's got 165 millimeters of travel and a 65.5 degree head angle. So it's really built as an aggressive trail bike for racing the Enduro World Series and kind of just as your all-round mountain bike. Now what I really liked about this was the fact that Jeff Steber, the owner of Intense, had been really developing this, and he'd actually been using some of his factory riders to do so. So he'd made some rough cuts of aluminium bikes, put them together, sort of got everything as he hoped it would, and then sent the frames off to be tested by the riders. Jack Moore and Dean Lucas of Australia have really been helping with that. And then once they were happy with it, he was happy with it, they developed it into the carbon. So that full sort of way going around of manufacturing and developing the bike can really be seen in this video. And I've got to say, it's pretty damn cool.
Right, time for some crashes, and only earlier on we were talking about riding in the snow.
We were.
And to get us in the mood, I've got this little clip from Clive Skipper, who's riding in the UK on a bit of snow.
Bike Park Wales,
Look at
pod.
Sixth
You've
part.
ridden
I
in,
know
look,
this turn.
Yeah.
goes a bit wide. Oh, he's down.
Oh,
he's down.
he's down.
He's
yeah.
down.
Oh,
I tell you what, though,
crashed.
at least in the snow, it's a soft landing.
At least.
Well,
There you go. There
you would
go.
think.
Okay, so I've got one from Barry. Now, take a look at this. He's coming to the drop and then he just ejects.
Oh,
How did you do that?
nasty. He like
He's-
runs over the edge.
He like slips
Let's
up.
have a replay. So he comes
Oh,
in,
oh.
feet are off the pedals, and he just jumps off.
Wow.
Proper panic mode.
God, at least he's smiling, look.
Yeah, he's on a good time.
It's all okay. And I tell you what, that has got me in the mood for a cup of tea and some more fails and bells.
Run VT. Ah, 6. Time for a quiz. I've got you boys this week.
No,
You're gonna-
no, Martin,
you're gonna
because
enjoy
last
this.
week, Gilbert253 said 100 bikes in the bike vault tarnished by one hat.
Oh, yes.
You were
Yeah.
caught out again for wearing your hat.
You're not going to learn,
the
are you?
bike
not?
vault.
You're not going to
So,
learn.
I'm going to be the quiz master.
Oh.
Martin, you're in for it. Blake, you do
just-
quizzes.
He does quizzes.
I just
that's
get
what he
quizzed
does.
all
So
the
if you
time.
get the question right, you get some strawberries.
Oh,
I like strawberries.
But. If you get the question wrong, you get a spring onion. Thank
onions.
you.
What's with onions?
I like spring onions.
Yeah.
Onions.
Oh God, come on then, let's do
Are
it.
you ready?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, the first question. By what margin did Chris Kavarik win the Fort William World Cup
Oh.
back in 2002 by?
19 seconds.
No. Blake?
Do I get a chance?
Yep.
14 seconds.
Correct!
Yes!
Strawberry
Oh
for
my
Blake.
God.
Martin, bite that onion.
I got one right.
How is it, boys?
Lovely.
Good so far? Okay,
Horrible.
the next question. What year was Gary Fisher born in?
Oh,
Go on, Martin.
1958.
No.
Oh no, not any more onion.
Do I get lifelines?
Just answer the question.
Answer the question.
1953.
Yep. Oh! If you hadn't said 3, you'd been correct. It was 1950.
I did say that.
So it's
Oh.
both. Take a bite of the onion.
Well, at least my mouth's full of strawberries.
And whilst you're enjoying that, I'm going to ask you the next question. His famous quote started with anyone who rides, finish the quote.
What's that?
So his famous quote, anyone who rides, you've got to finish it off.
Got to finish the quote. Anyone who rides.
Loves life.
That's his answer. That's wrong, right?
That's wrong,
Right,
yeah.
give yourself an onion.
Oh, they're hot.
I think it's anyone who rides. is a hard rider.
No.
You get one of them as
It's
well.
anyone who rides a bike is a friend of mine,
Oh, of course it is.
which is good. I like
Yeah,
that. You know,
yeah,
that
it
is
is.
that is
I'll
really
eat an
good.
onion for that.
Yeah, eat the onion.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God,
this
yeah.
is a bit of a bonus round, boys. I've got some chilies right here, and it's a question.
Where did they come from?
Told you it's a bonus round. So the first question, this is for Blake.
This is not bonus. We get
Yeah, so if you get it wrong, you get a chili. Okay, so what year did Martin launch his first Ashton Trials bike?
I know.
Tell me. Oh. No, 1993.
Eating onions. 2003.
Oh, I would.
Close. I mean, close.
Yeah.
Only
Okay.
white bit, hey.
No. He's got to have a chili.
You gotta have a chili, dude.
Yeah.
What do you want, red or green?
Red or green? I mean, you're lucky because you've got the choice.
Wait, what do we have? Do we have to eat the whole
I'll have
thing?
the green one because the
Just
red
like-
one looks
maybe
fiery.
like a third of it.
Okay.
Okay?
What is there another bonus question?
No, the question now is from Martin about you.
So I got to
Sorry.
eat this,
So if Martin gets it wrong, he's got to have the red chili.
and that one's real hot.
Okay.
I can smell it.
My question for you, Martin, is Blake recently rode a motorcycle over to Spain with a bike in the rack, but what bike was it? And I mean his motorcycle.
It was a Honda. It was a
Good
Honda
luck with that.
500, 600.
Ah, wrong. Eat that. L450 Super Dream Deck.
Holy sugar.
You don't. Don't eat the.
This is so good.
Don't eat the things.
The sea?
Oh,
I ate some of the.
I'm dying. Let's clean me pipes out.
Yeah, I'm fresh.
Are you guys now ready for some Instabangers?
Oh yes.
Definitely.
Love
Definitely.
Instagram.
I'm going to kick it off with this extreme one from Brooke McDonald doing his Wingate, the 30-second test. And he's an animal. You've got to
beast.
ask
He
the
is.
question. Can he be a road cyclist, sprinter as well?
Right, he's got
Veli?
some power.
Velodrome?
He has
Yeah.
definitely
Track?
got some big
Maybe
power.
try.
Maybe track.
Yeah. I'm going to throw to Chaos Seagrave, younger brother of World Cup racer Tani Seagrave. He's got amazing style, this kid. I really, really like
think
him. And
that's
I love
probably-
following him.
That's a good shout out because I
Yeah.
probably think that he's undershadowed by, you could say,
by his
Tanny.
Yeah.
sister.
So, yeah, Chaos is a good follow.
Got a great whip on him. What you got, Blake?
I've got Ollie Wilkins, O-Dubs. He is rad. He's travelling, he's got a new sponsor,
Yeah. And he is funny.
and he is funny. And
Very
he's super
funny.
steezy.
Yeah.
Super
Yes.
steez. Shout outs!
Oh,
Wow.
Right, this week I'm shouting out to the one and only, it's collectively, we're all doing it, shouting out to the one and only Neil Donahue, the Don out in Chile.
Wow, yes.
Because on Friday, it's going to be one of the last days of his race, and he's going to need every bit of energy to see him through the last couple of days and make sure he's getting that win.
Yeah, I mean, he's a danger man in this event. I reckon he could push his way into the top 10. You never
Oh,
know.
yeah,
You
No,
never
he's going
know.
for the
He
win.
could.
Well, you never
He
know.
could.
You never know. And he's been putting up this series. It's really cool. He looks like he's having an amazing time. It will get you inspired, so go and check it out. Go. Okay, it's time for our favourite part of the week, the dirt shed.
yes.
Time for the bike box. Get in there, lads.
Go on.
Let's go. Right.
Go on.
Ooh, Cannondale lefty.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah.
It's a brand new habit as well. They've just been launched.
cool. He's
super
in there.
nice.
And he's actually even said, Chris Edwards has said, no people, no two bikes, no dogs, just a super nice.
He's helping us with the rules as well.
Yeah.
Nice one, Chris. That's a good, Chris. It's a good
Your
job.
hats off.
Right. Ivor Somerville, my second time entering this in recent weeks. Please
That's
let me get in with his. What's
an
it-
evil.
Yeah,
I'm
an
going
evil
to say
is very
that's,
cool.
that's a super nice. You know, I love all black everything. So,
I
yeah.
wouldn't
Black
have given
Aerodin.
I wouldn't have given that a super nice, but
Andy's at the start of a black trail
Yeah.
Sevilla. So,
Or
yeah.
even double points.
and he has
Yeah.
put it across the trail,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. You know
So no
where
one
he's
can
going?
ride it.
Yeah.
super nice. Right, next one.
Oh,
that's a cool
I
bike.
like
Specialised Enduro. 2015.
David Blackwell. Yeah, you know.
super.
You know, it's some really nice trials furniture in
You
the
know,
background there.
But he's telling us a good little story because he's sadly not ridden since that day because he fractured his collarbone.
Should we give him a super nice?
super
so he gets
nice.
better? Super nice. Get well soon, David. Right, Patrick Teeper.
Oh, that's
Hang
nice.
on a minute. The picture's great, but the
Where's-
bike's not fully in shot.
Yeah, the bike's still
Did he
not
get-
in shot and he's got a shadow in.
Did he forget his front wheel at home and he's just
But-
put his bike there out the van?
But I mean, has he jumped in the water? Is that his friend taking the photo and he's
The
off for
wind
a
blew the
swim?
bike over.
It's not super nice.
It's a nice.
Nice. Nice. Patrick Cheaper, you got a nice shot. Orange Patriot. Okay, Jamie Clement.
Isle of Harris up in Scotland. Yep,
Yeah.
this
It's
is
good, it's a good shot.
It's
but,
good. It's a super nice.
And that's it, we're out of the bike bowl.
Whoa, that was
like
a real
that.
good one.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
that
that
It
one.
felt short. It felt
Yeah.
short.
But there's
It was
a
like-
lot of super nices in there.
Yeah,
Does
you
it
gave
always
too
happen?
many. You gave
Yeah,
too
you
many.
were a
You
bit-
were too lenient.
bit nice.
There was one too many.
I
in
feel
there.
like I've got a bit of a soft spot where a bike in Scotland is perfectly safe. Like, it
Oh,
just
wow.
really
We've all
shows
got our
up.
weaknesses. We've
Yeah.
all got our weaknesses.
I haven't seen any from Zimbabwe.
Well, Blake needs a bike from Zimbabwe. That would be great. I think we're going to definitely get some bikes from Chile by what's
Yes.
going on with Neil out there.
Definitely, I'd say so.
Send them in to dirtshed@gmbn.com and we'll put them in the bike vault. We'll try and get them on screen in the Dirtshed show and then you will have your chance of being super nice.
Scrutinized. Oh,
It's
scrutinized.
too loud, that one. There's a very exciting week coming up. So what is it full of, Scott?
On Saturday, it's a bunny hop technique video. And we do a little bit in the gym again, just to really sort of get that action going so you can be bunny hopping higher.
Excellent.
And then on Sunday, it's all about tire pressures, which discipline you're riding, and what pressures you should be running, which we get asked a lot about. So hopefully I'll help you guys.
Sick.
So Monday is Mechanical Monday, obviously. Tuesday is 5 essential advanced skills to improve your mountain biking. It's a good one.
Excellent. I need those. On Wednesday, we've got How to 180, a
Oh.
skill we all love. And then on Thursday, we've got a regular Ask GMBN.
And on Friday,
It's the Dirtshed Show!
Scott is excited about it. Well, it's another show done. 101. We're into the hundreds, lads.
101.
and if you want to watch some more videos from GMBN, then make sure that you click right here to find out, does practice make perfect?
And you can click just over here for our MTB Jargon Buster video.
And click over here to subscribe to not miss another video.
And there's one thing left to do. Well,
Ooh.
two. Leave all your comments down below for the caption, and then give us a thumb up like.
Woohoo!